really one of the main reasons I didn't want to get into regular broadcasting, because you'd be gone every weekend, and I wanted to be around my kids and want to be around their activities, and so it keeps me home on Monday nights, keeps me home on the weekends, and so and get to hang out with my brother.
You are partnering with King's Hawaiian. What can you tell us about this partnership?
Well, I'm really excited about this, really, because Kings of Wine has been bringing my friends and family together for a long time. So I'm excited to partner with them to show everyone why Slider Sunday is really the only way to Sunday. And which it's a Slider Sunday is a weekly ritual that's all about just, hey, coming together with, family and friends, whether that's tailgating before a game, whether it's just backyard barbecuing, or just you and your family, just kind of closing down a hectic weekend, and having some King's Wine sliders to enjoy, have some fun. You can customize them however you want, whether it's sloppy joes, burgers, turkey. You could throw anything on them, whatever makes kids happy, adults, everybody. So it's just it's been a great tradition, and something our family's been enjoying for a long time.
Yeah, that's awesome. And speaking of sliders, I think one of your favorite ones is the turkey ranch sliders. Is
That's
that
it.
right?
That is
Oh
the
yeah.
turkey ranch slider. You've been doing your homework.
Yeah, how is that? It looks pretty good.
It's solid. So I wish I was really good at making it. I need,
Yeah.
my wife is the one that's perfected that. But it's she makes it for me. That's kind of my go-to when we have this slider Sunday. So she's got her secret recipe. It's out there and you can find it, I'm
Yeah.
sure, but she has her special few touches that I think she's kept secret.
Of course, and I understand that there's going to be a new commercial with you and Peyton. So, how is it working it with him on that commercial?
It's always fun, just with Peyton. It's something, when you're doing a commercial about a product that you know and you love, and it's been a part of your family, and growing up, it was all about family time and getting together and hanging out. And I mean, some of our fondest moments are just a bunch of kids from the neighborhood coming over. Pickup games in the backyard, having sliders, King's Wine sliders. So I think that was one of our favorite moments. So to get to do some commercials with him, get to improvise a little bit. Sometimes it's the only time we get together. He lives in Denver, I'm in New Jersey. We don't get together in person a whole lot. So
Yeah,
sometimes a commercial is the best time to do that.
of course. And you talk about your family, and you're staying busy with your own projects, but at the same time, you're also staying busy with your kids' favorite sports. So, how do you balance between the two?
I think just understanding there's times where I have to be busy and do what I have to do, but for the most part, my weekends are totally free, and I gotta do that to be around my kids, to take them to their sporting events. Still have a number of evenings where I'm around, and pick them up from their activities after school and get to spend time with them in the car. So it's a constant kind of just looking at schedules, with my wife, with our kids, with everything that's going on. So you can find time to spend time with each kid, find time to spend with my wife, and make sure we're getting enough family time, but also make sure I'm getting my business done as well.
Of course. And then when it comes to your kids, what are some of the favorite sports that they like to play?
I think we've thrown them in every single sport possible,
Yeah.
and you just see which ones stick. So for my oldest, it's swimming and lacrosse are her favorite. We got tennis players, we got ice hockey players, field hockey. We got my little guys playing flag football. Playing start some hockey this winter. So we're in a bunch of sports. They're all fun, and they're just it's all about them being with friends, learning some of the great life lessons that you can learn through sports about teamwork and dedication and commitment, and dealing with defeat, dealing with success. And so they're figuring that out, but having lots of laughs along the way.
Of course. And when it comes to your projects, along what you have going on with Kings Hawaiian and the commercial you have with Peyton, you and Peyton are in the third season of Manning Cast, which can be seen on ESPN2. how has the experience been, watching and analyzing games with Peyton, not on a weekly basis, but every so often, and sharing your thoughts with the world on ESPN too.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been, it's been good where we get to do it from my basement. So that was really one of the main reasons I didn't want to get into regular broadcasting, because you'd be gone every weekend, and I wanted to be around my kids and wanted to be around their activities, and so it keeps me home on Monday nights, keeps me home on the weekends, and so, and get to hang out with my brother. We talk a lot during the week, of the weeks we have games, and our preparation of watching film of what we see from certain defenses, from certain players, and then it's fun to go over that, and then of course get to take some shots at each other. So I think that's why we don't do it every week. If we had to do it every single week and we had to do it in person, I think we would end up fighting and hating each other. The fact that it's only 10 weeks and we're a camera in between us, I think it keeps our friendship and brotherhood safe, intact.
Of course. And the upcoming Manning cast will be next Monday when the Seahawks take on the Giants. Of course, you spent your entire career with the Giants. They're coming off of appearance in the playoffs. Not off to the best start right now, but they could bounce back on Monday. So what do you think the Giants need to do to not only get back to the playoffs, but make a run to the Super Bowl?
Well, it's just trying to take it one game at a time, and that's all you can do. You can't try to win the Super Bowl in week 4. It's just about handling your business for this week. Have a great week of practice preparation. Hopefully, get some guys back healthy quickly so they can have all your best players out there. But they've had a tough stretch so far. It's not gonna get a whole lot easier. Seattle's playing really good, but at home on Monday night should be a great atmosphere, and it doesn't take much just to win one game and all of a sudden get on a little win streak.
There's been a lot of talk about, Daniel Jones ever since he's been selected by the Giants. He's done some good things, but there's some things he needs to work on as well. What do you think is the biggest thing that he needs to work on moving forward?
Well, I think Daniels he's played really well, played outstanding last year, and this week they had a couple tough games where it was tough. It was tough on him. He was being moved around a lot. He played great in Arizona in the second half, and rallied the team back to a comfort behind victory. So that was great to see. He has it. He has all the abilities, and now it's just going out there, having a great week of prep, performing at a high level, but the guys around him performing at a high level as well, and just figuring out ways to keep the game close in the fourth quarter, and then go out there and make those critical plays in the most important moments.
Absolutely. And along with Manning Cast, it's part of the Omaha Productions umbrella. You also have Eli's Places, that's been seen on ESPN Plus. Is there going to be a third season of Eli's Places? Have you guys talked about that?
We've talked about it, just trying to figure out the timing of everything, just what the schools would be, what some of the ideas around it. So we've had some discussions around it. Just got to figure out if we can make it all work and figure out the timing, the best time to get some of these, go to some of these schools. It's different just with everything going on in school season, when you can have access to getting some of the players, coaches, and getting to these universities.
Of course. And one last question for me before I let you go. In 2025, you'll be eligible for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Is that something you have been thinking about since you retired, or is this something that you're not worried about right now?
Yeah, it's one of those things you can't get too worried about it. You're everything's been done. That's either gonna get you in or prevent you from getting in. So I can't go pad my stats or do anything now. It's everything's been done. So for me, just even to be considered amongst the list, if that happens, would be a great honor. To get in would be an unbelievable honor. To go, be in the same conversations as some of the great players in this league, and so but for me, it's not something that it's not keeping me up at night, being worried about it.
Of course. Yeah. I hope you get into the Hall of Fame when that comes around. Eli, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it, and have fun the rest of the season.